In New York State, what is the consequence for a notary public who knowingly notarizes a false statement? Now, the answer to this question can be found at section 175.40 of the Notary Public License Law. Specifically, this section deals with a notary public who issues an instrument knowing that it contains a false statement. Now, the penalty for that is that the notary public is subject to a Class E felony. The analysis doesn't stop there, however, because it's important to see this through and see what it means to get a Class E felony. This is contained in the penal law section of the Notary Public License Law, which states that for a Class E felony, the term shall be fixed by the court and shall not exceed 4 years. So the notary public can even receive a prison sentence not exceeding 4 years. With all this in mind, let's go back and look at the choices to determine the solution to our question. Choice A states that for a notary public who knowingly notarizes a false statement, he or she would receive a warning from the Secretary of State. As we just saw, this is not the correct solution, and we can strike it out. Choice B states that the penalty would be a fine of up to $500. This, too, is not what the law states, and we can cross this out as a potential solution. Choice C states mandatory retraining on notarial duties. This, too, is not stated in what we just read, and therefore this, too, is not a solution. It's important to note that all three of these things may actually be imposed on the notary public. However, knowingly notarizing a false statement is so severe that this is not enough. If you look at choice D, it states that the notary public is subject to a criminal prosecution and potential imprisonment. As we saw before from the law, indeed, the notary public is subject to a Class E felony, which includes a potential imprisonment. Therefore, it's clear that this choice D is the correct solution: criminal prosecution and potential imprisonment.